Yo, what's up guys? Old School Dan here, and in this video I want to teach you about the cephalic vein. Now, what is that real quick? It's just the vein that runs down your biceps. You know what? Everybody gets jealous of it. They're like, oh, I wish I had that vein on your biceps. And in this video, I'm going to teach you the old school way that I learned from Vince on how to get the cephalic vein. Okay, yeah. So before we start the video, I'm going to tell you what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about who Vince Gironda is. I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. Then I'm going to give you the anatomy of the cephalic vein. Then I'm going to tell you how to achieve it. This is going to be a quick video. I mean, it doesn't need a lot of explanation. It's just like one quick exercise the way Vince would get it. So with that being said, let us get started. Who is Vince Gironda? He is famously known as the Iron Guru and the trainer of stars. He's trained tons of actors. One of them, you might know him as Clint Eastwood. He's also trained Don Haworth. He trained at his gym. I think he trained him for a while. And then he was also the guy that called Arnold a fat fuck when Arnold walked into his gym. He gave an introduction like, "Oh, I'm Arnold," and it says, "You look like a fat fuck to me." And Arnold, I mean, like you know how Arnold was. Like this guy, Arnold was full of confidence. He didn't give a shit. But when he went on to compete in the Mr. America against Frank Zane, he lost because he was too smooth. And then he came back to Vince and said, "Hey, I see what you meant." Then Vince helped him get into conditioned shape. So that was a little bit about Vince Gironda. I'm pretty sure you've seen him in pictures before, taking pictures with Joe Weider, Larry Scott. I think it might have been Muhammad Makay, Rick Wayne. I mean, Clint Eastwood. He's trained a lot of stars. So, anyways, that's a little bit of Vince. Now let's get down to what the cephalic vein is. So, where is the cephalic vein located? The cephalic vein is located. It could travel all the way from your clavicle all the way down to your forearm. I don't have it like that. I've seen people have it like that. I mean, it looks pretty cool, but me personally, I don't have that. Not yet. Maybe in a couple years I will develop it. And sometimes it depends on genetics. Anyways, it's just the bicep vein that everybody gets jealous of. Like, I don't really care. Some people envy it. I don't really care. It's not like a big thing. I got it pretty quickly early on in my training. Some people, I mean, there's a certain way to do it. If you don't get it naturally, I'm gonna teach you one way I learned it from Vince. All right, so let's move on to the next slide. So if you want to develop this cephalic vein the Vince Gironda way, in order to bring out this aspect in the biceps, Vince recommended that you would do incline dumbbell curls. But this isn't just your ordinary incline curl, but it's a Vince Gironda method for the best results. So this is a quote that is directly from Robert Torres. Now, who is Robert Torres? He is one of Vince Gironda's students. You can find him on YouTube. His YouTube channel is Iron Guru TV. He's the guy in the blue shirt with the blue tank top talking to Vince Gironda. He has a page dedicated to Vince Gironda. It's called Vince Gironda Tribute, and he made a post about how to get the cephalic vein. But this is all straight information from Vince. So let me quote the Facebook page right now. According to the Facebook page, Vince the Iron Guru Gironda, Vince's way involved curling the dumbbells underneath the armpits and keeping the elbows back no matter how difficult or how hard the movement gets. Vince wanted the dumbbells to be in the hammer style position with the palms facing the sides of the body while doing the movement on the incline bench. Okay, so obviously this isn't a good picture to demonstrate it with. And I was gonna demonstrate it, but I made a video a long time ago and I was asking people, well, like, do you want me to make video demonstrations on some of these exercises? Nobody responded, so I'm like, okay, I get it. They don't want that. So, how many sets? I don't know. Honestly, he doesn't specify it. How many reps? Honestly, once again, he doesn't specify. But I did this a long time ago, and I did maybe 3 to 4 sets with about 12 to 15 reps. It sounds like a safe number because this exercise, I don't think it's a good idea to go heavy on it. And I don't honestly think you need that much volume. I mean, in the 4 sets, that kind of starts to push it. So now you have the old school way of how to get the bicep vein, or quote unquote cephalic vein. Now let's wrap it up. We talked about who Vince Gironda was. He's the trainer of the stars, the Iron Guru, guy who called Arnold fat. training Clint Eastwood. Then we talked about the cephalic vein. It can travel all the way from the clavicle of your where your collarbone is at, and then down to your forearm. You know, it's that bicep vein that everybody gets jealous of. And how do you get it? Well, incline hammer curls. Alright, so that's it for today's video. If this video helped you out, like it right now. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching. This is Old School Dan checking out. Peace.